People who are secretly attracted to you always show these 10 signs. Attraction is a mystery we all crave to understand, isn't it? It's in the lingering glances, the nervous laughter, the subtle gestures. But let me ask you this: what if someone in your life is secretly drawn to you right now and you've completely missed the signs? Think about it: a coworker who always seems to show up at the right time, a friend who lingers just a little too long, or maybe someone who accidentally brushes past you more than once. Is it all in your head? Or could there be something deeper at play? Here's the truth: human attraction rarely announces itself with words. Instead, it hides in plain sight, in the way someone prioritizes you, their body language, or how they suddenly seem to light up in your presence. But what if I told you there's a way to uncover these hidden feelings, a way to decode their actions, behaviors, and even the smallest details that reveal how they truly feel about you? Curious? You should be. In this video, we're breaking down 10 powerful, psychology-backed signs that someone is secretly attracted to you. These aren't the same tired cliches you've heard 100 times. These are subtle, genuine, and often overlooked indicators that someone's heart might be closer to you than you realize. Who's been hiding their feelings for you? Stay tuned, you might just find out. And by the way, some of these signs might shock you. Let's dive in. 1. They go out of their way for you. Have you ever noticed someone who's willing to rearrange their life just to make things easier for you? Maybe it's a coworker who adjusts their schedule to match yours, or a friend who always volunteers to drive hours to see you, even when it's inconvenient for them. But here's the real question: would they do this for everyone, or is it just you? When someone is secretly attracted to you, their priorities subtly shift. What used to be out of their way becomes part of their routine, and their actions start reflecting how much they value your presence. Think about it: how often does someone prioritize you over convenience? Psychologists say this stems from a deep-seated desire to build closeness. When a person makes sacrifices to spend time with you or goes above and beyond to be there for you, it's their way of signaling that you're special. Take note of those little moments. Do they find excuses to be around you, even for mundane things? Have they made big sacrifices without expecting anything in return? If someone consistently makes you a priority, it's not just kindness, it's a sign you've captured their attention. So, ask yourself, is their effort telling you more than their words ever could? 2. They radiate energy around you. You've probably felt it before. You walk into a room, and suddenly, someone's entire demeanor changes. They smile more, their laugh becomes louder, or they seem unusually energized. It's as if your presence flips a switch in their brain, and everything becomes brighter. But here's a question: why does this happen, and what does it mean? When someone is secretly drawn to you, your presence triggers an unconscious chemical reaction. Dopamine, the brain's feel-good hormone, floods their system, making them feel happier, more alive, and even a little nervous. This reaction often shows up in the way they move, speak, and react to you. Pay close attention to their body language. Do they lean in closer when you're speaking? Are their eyes glued to you, even when there's a crowd? Do they seem more animated, as if they're putting on their best self whenever you're around? These behaviors aren't random, they're subtle indicators of their interest. So, take a mental note: who in your life seems to come alive when you're near? Their energy might just be saying what their words won't. 3. They create opportunities for touch. Let's talk about touch. A light brush of the hand, a friendly pat on the back, or even a playful nudge. These moments might seem small, but they carry a lot of meaning. Have you noticed someone who always finds excuses to close the physical gap between you? Because here's the truth: touch is one of the most intimate ways we express attraction. When someone secretly likes you, they'll subconsciously seek physical closeness. Maybe it's a longer than usual handshake or a seemingly innocent excuse to fix something on your shoulder. These aren't accidents, they're subtle ways of building a sense of connection. But how can you tell the difference between casual touch and something more meaningful? Pay attention to consistency. If these moments happen frequently and feel deliberate, it's likely their way of expressing interest without saying it outright. Think about it: the next time someone lightly brushes past you or lingers just a bit longer in a hug, ask yourself, was it really an accident? Or are they trying to tell you something more? 4. They act as your personal cheerleader, who's always in your corner, cheering you on even when you don't ask for it. Someone who secretly likes you often takes on the role of protector or advocate, defending you in conversations, hyping you up in front of others, or making sure you feel supported. But here's the kicker: is this support something they give to everyone, or is it just for you? When someone is drawn to you, they want to show that they value and admire you. This could be as simple as defending your point of view in a group discussion or as big as standing up for you when others don't. It's their way of saying, I see your worth, and I want others to see it too. But it's not just about being a defender. They'll also celebrate your wins, no matter how small, as if your victories are their own. It's a genuine effort to uplift you, show they care, and create a bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. So, think about it. Who's always got your back, even when they don't have to? Their consistent support might just be a sign that their feelings run deeper than friendship. 5. They trust you with their vulnerabilities. Here's a thought: who in your life shares their deepest secrets, fears, or dreams with you? When someone opens up about their vulnerabilities, it's a clear sign they feel safe with you. But what if that safety is also tied to attraction? Attraction often compels people to create a deeper emotional connection. This is rooted in a psychological principle called reciprocal self-disclosure, where sharing personal information fosters intimacy. When someone shares their hidden struggles or aspirations, they're not just being open, they're inviting you into their inner world. But here's the thing: this level of trust isn't given lightly. They're sharing these details with you because they want you to see the real them. So, who's been opening up to you lately? And more importantly, how do they react when you share something in return? 6. They over-communicate or stay hyperconnected. Have you ever noticed someone who always seems to pop up in your life, whether in person or online? They reply to your texts faster than anyone else, send double messages without hesitation, or frequently interact with your social media posts. It might feel like they're always around. And here's the question: are they just friendly, or are they trying to stay connected to you? When someone is secretly attracted to you, they'll find creative ways to keep the conversation alive. Maybe they send you memes that remind them of you, follow up on past discussions, or even text you randomly just to see how you're doing. These actions aren't casual, they're an intentional effort to stay in your orbit. But it doesn't stop there. They might also engage with your online presence more than anyone else, liking your photos, commenting on your posts, or watching your stories the moment you upload them. It's all part of their subconscious desire to stay visible in your life. So, take a moment to think: who's showing up in your inbox or notifications more than usual? Their persistence might be saying what their words don't. 7. They mirror your interests and habits. Have you ever mentioned a favorite show, book, or hobby, only to find someone suddenly taking an interest in it too? Maybe they've started quoting your favorite TV show or picked up a hobby you're passionate about. It might seem like a coincidence, but here's the truth: when someone is attracted to you, they often mimic your interests to create a stronger connection. This behavior is rooted in psychology. People are naturally drawn to those they admire, and mirroring is a subtle way of building rapport. By aligning their preferences with yours, they're trying to create shared experiences and show you that you're on the same wavelength. But here's the real kicker: this mirroring isn't about deception or imitation. It's their way of saying, I want to be a part of your world. So, the next time someone suddenly shares your passion for a hobby or shows curiosity about something you love, ask yourself, are they just being polite, or is this their way of growing closer to you? 8. They're your rock. Who's the first person you think of when you need help? Maybe it's someone who's always there to lend a hand, solve problems, or support you through tough times. But here's the big question: are they just dependable, or could their constant presence mean something more? When someone is secretly attracted to you, they'll make themselves indispensable in your life. They'll show up for the big moments and the small ones, from helping you move to listening when you've had a bad day. Their actions consistently say, you can count on me. But this reliability goes beyond friendship. It's an unspoken way of proving they care deeply about you and want to be a steady, comforting presence in your life. So, think about it: who's always showing up for you, no matter the situation? Their dependability might be a sign that their feelings are more than friendly. 9. Their body can't hide the truth. The body often reveals what words try to conceal. Have you noticed someone whose posture shifts when you're around? Maybe they lean in closer, mirror your movements, or seem hyper-aware of their appearance when you're near. Here's the big question: is their body language giving away feelings they're trying to hide? Attraction triggers subtle yet powerful physical cues. For instance, they might angle their body toward you in conversation, maintain longer eye contact, or fidget nervously, like fixing their hair or adjusting their clothes. These unconscious behaviors stem from heightened awareness and the desire to make a good impression. One of the most telling signs? Mirroring. If they copy your gestures, tone, or even word choice, it's often a subconscious attempt to create a connection. So, Pay attention to the unspoken moments. Their body might be revealing what they're too nervous to say out loud. 10. They remember the smallest details. Who in your life surprises you with their attentiveness? Maybe they remember your favorite coffee order, the name of your childhood pet, or that random story you told months ago. Here's the thing, when someone is secretly attracted to you, they'll cherish the little details most people overlook. Why does this happen? Because when someone values you deeply, they naturally store information about you as a way to connect. It's their way of showing they care and hoping you notice. This attentiveness often goes unnoticed at first, but when you start to piece it together, it can reveal a lot about their feelings. But here's the real kicker, it's not just about remembering facts. They'll use these details to create meaningful moments, like bringing you a gift related to a story you mentioned or planning something that aligns perfectly with your preferences. So, think about it, who's been surprising you with their thoughtfulness lately? Their attention to detail might be their way of saying, "You're important to me."